recording so I don't forget. Okay, so as a reminder, let me just explain a couple technical issues that I feel like a lot of people are probably having. That's a word. Yep. Good morning. Anyway, so I've gotten a lot of emails saying, "Hey, I emailed you that recording. Why do I have a 0 for it?" Consider this. If your phone is not getting, or if your computer or whatever is not getting super good service or super good Wi-Fi or whatever, a lot of the times, like if there's a large attachment on an email, it may not send. Like actually. So like for example, a lot of times what happens to me, I can show you on my phone, is and I'll send an email or whatever, or I'll try to send an email, and then I'll go through my like folders. My phone screen is disgusting. Ew, gross. So what'll happen is it'll get sent to my outbox in my like email inbox, and it'll sit there and it won't actually send. So hold on one second. Okay. So yeah, basically what'll happen is the email will get stuck in email purgatory and it won't actually go through. So there is there's at least like, there's a good probability that if you're sending me emails and you're saying that you sent something in and I'm not receiving it, that it got stuck. Okay. So does that make sense? That's not a bad on you situation. That's just a make sure that you are checking, like check to see that your email actually sent. So if like, rather than sending me an email first, rather than sending me an angry email first, how about we check your outbox in your phone or your email, whatever, before you come at me. Because like really for real, y'all can tell when my internet is being weird and when your internet is being weird. It's very hard to do this whole online school thing. So keep that in mind. There are ways to work around it, and I am willing to work with y'all. And if you show me that you tried to send the email and it's not going through, then I'm gonna give you the 100. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna give you a 0 for a technical issue that was not your fault, you know, because that's just mean. So if you're having those issues, just be cool, send me an email. And I've already started having one-on-one sessions with some students whose grades aren't so great. So if that applies to you and you need to have like a one-on-one session with me, please, 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 please respond to that email that I sent to your parents, because if we do a one-on-one session, I can give you a personalized to-do list of everything that you're missing. All right. I do want to make it clear, I'm not going to go through and do like say for example, like if I'm just going to call out a random child, I don't think your grade is bad. If Mason is missing a bunch of his recordings, I'm not going to go, okay, Mason, we're going to have a recording session at the end of September, and then we're going to have a recording session at the end of October, and then at the end of November, because I frankly don't have time. However, I will do you this one solid, and we can do all of your makeup recordings this one time. Cool? So again, if you need anything, just send me an email, a respectful email. Okay? So I'm not going to get too boomer about it, but I do want to point out, and I'm not going to go into hardcore detail, be not careful, be conscious of the way that you are speaking in your emails, especially to teachers, because y'all are stressed and we are stressed. And if we are stressed at each other, it's like it's not going to work, right? So when you are sending an email to a teacher, whether that's me or any of your other teachers, especially if it's a, hey, why do I have a 0 on this assignment? Maybe don't send, Miss Skydam, I have a 0 on this assignment. I know I turned it in. Please change my grade. Because that's a very straightforward email. But if you were to read that out loud, it could be read in 2 of the following ways. Ms. Skydama, I noticed I have a 0 on this assignment. I know I turned that in. Could you please change my grade? Or, Miss Skaidema, I have a 0 on that assignment. I know I turned that in. Change my grade. And like the second one, not a good look. You feel? So I'm not trying to at anyone. If you feel like I might be talking to you, then just, next time you send an email to a teacher, maybe read it out loud first. Because it's the same way, like over text, sometimes the context is lost. Like, do any of your parents, oh my God, do any of your parents send texts with like ... at the end of them?
That's what I do.
No, that means you're mad.
You horrible person. You probably confuse people.
Oh my God, no. Like,
I didn't know it means that it's bad.
But oh my gosh, no, my mom does that all the time. And like, I'll ask her a question and she'll be like, yes, ... And I'm just like, what did I do? Am I getting written out of the will? What's happening? Like, it's so stressful. So the same way that like over text, sometimes you interpret things the wrong way just because it's a text and it's not like spoken conversation. Like you can hear right now that I'm not angry at all, right? But like if I were to start just typing in the chat and like just ending every single sentence with a period and using like no positive words at all, it would make it sound like I was really mad, which is just what I want you to avoid, basically. If you're, and you totally have a right to be frustrated with all the like technical issues and stuff like that, just be careful about the way you send emails. Because I'll get annoyed if I get a mean email, but I'm 27, so I'm like, chill. I'm gonna pause the recording. Okay, anyway, it's fine. I got you. I got you, I do. Okay, so, but that is my chat on email etiquette, and also, if you need help, again, please ask. Otherwise, your grade.
Thanks, Miss Skaidema.
No problem. I got you. It's fine. But with that in mind, Miss Thames is gonna do warm-ups this morning. Woo!
Woo. What's up, y'all? How's it going? All right, we're gonna stretch. Stretch. Hello. I know we're all tired. I'm exhausted. My voice is definitely gonna crack today, and that's totally normal. I want y'all to not be afraid to crack your voice, because mine is gravelly all the time. That's just part of being an alto, I think. Always gravelly. Okay, let's do some sighs. Shake it out. Wake up your body. All right, ready? I'm gonna do a sigh downward first, and then we'll go up. So, just let it go. Let go all that negativity. Let's do it again. Ready? Yeah, there you go. All right, now let's go up. And again. Higher. And as high as you can go and all the way down. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's do some lip trills. Again, I'm gonna use my tongue, but you can use your lips or tongue or whatever. I'm gonna go up. Okay, ready? Ready and go. Up. And up. And up. And up. And up. Cool. Now let's do some stuff going down. We're gonna go nya 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 nya, and I want you to go. We're gonna go really bright. So like nya 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 nya, and then the other, like, we're gonna alternate. So the next one going down, we're gonna go So you guys can like get used to the difference between bright and dark, and then we're at the end we're gonna find a middle ground. Okay. So start really bright. 1, 2, and nya 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 nya, and down. 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 Nya 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 nya. One more, and down. Nya 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 nya. And whenever it gets too low or too high or whatever, you can drop out. I don't want you to hurt yourself. But fun fact, when you're singing low, especially for women, you got to put it right here. So if I'm going to sing really low, nya, 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 nya. The lower I go, I'm gonna make it really bright. Okay, so if you want to sing low, that's just fun thing. Okay, now we're gonna do it right here, and I want us to find that middle ground. So let's do it. We're gonna go with the same pitches, do it bright, do it dark, and then do it middle. But we're gonna stay on the same pitches, okay? Nya, really bright. 1, 2, and nya, 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 nya. Same pitch and dark. No, 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 no. And now we're gonna go middle. Nya, 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 nya. Let's do that again in the middle. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and nya, 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 nya. Okay, you guys feel the difference? That's cool. I think we're good to do some scales now. Yes. Let's do start C. Do I need to put on that thing? The
Oh, if you
image?
want to do chromatic scale, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I closed the tab, but I can pull it up really quick.
Okay.
It'll be fast.
Yeah, we'll do major, minor, and chromatic. How many scales should we do? 1, 2.
2 should be fine.
Okay.
Not super pressed about it. Oh no, I don't want to open Pinterest. Pinterest is forbidden. Pinterest is a terrible website for home decor. There we go.
All right.
Wonk.
All right, major, minor, chromatic. 1, 2, and do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, do. You're good. No, you're fine. Ready? Do, di, re, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do, ti, te, la, la, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. All right, let's do another one. We'll do E. Oops, that's. Okay, ready? Major, minor, chromatic again. 1, 2, and do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, la, ti, la, le, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, la, do. Nice. That's that. Are you gonna do sight reading?
Oh, I can. Yeah. Hold on one
You
second.
said you couldn't sing high, Miss Thames.
I can't. I cannot.
You just did.
On a good day, I might hit a G. Maybe. It'll be painful, but it'll come out of my mouth.
Oh. Okay, all right, alrighty.
What?
Can I put Michael on blast for a second? I'm gonna. He sent me in the chat, yo, I got my little bites. You want one? Also, wait, are they the blueberry kind or are they the little donutty ones?
That's not relevant.
I mean, it's not, but I need to know what they are.
They're brownies.
Oh, the brownie ones. Got it. I'm here for that. I was like, wow, that internet. Oh boy. Anyway, okay. Cool.
Little bites are good.
They are.
Birthday cake ones are the best.
I
Ooh,
like the chocolate chip ones.
That's where you're objectively wrong.
Me?
No,
Wrong?
whoever said birthday cake ones are the best.
I don't know if they're the best.
Oh, yeah.
They're good.
How did this go from sight reading to a discussion about little bites?
It's my fault. I just
Because this guy might put them on blast.
sometimes in the mornings I just am easily distracted. It's okay. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna do a kind of trickier example, but we're also gonna take it pretty slowly. Okay, so real quick, let's share screen. First of all, based on y'all's rhythm basics test, I want to have like a little bit of a discussion about how we count out rhythms, right? So as I've previously discussed, or as, well, not I didn't discuss it, the one British man discussed it. If we're in 4/4, your quarter note's going to get the beat. So for example, let's look at 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 4 here, where it's got 3 quarter notes and a quarter rest. Can somebody unmute themselves and tell me how you would count that measure?
1, 2, 3.
Yep, exactly. So if we were actually tapping along, it would be 1, 2, 3, and then done, right? Okay, cool. So that makes sense. Now look at the very last measure. How would you count that measure out loud?
1.
Yeah, well, really, if we were doing it together in class, rather than it just being 1, we would go 1, so that you could make sure that like you knew that you were supposed to hold that note for the whole time. So there were many people who on the like whole note on the end of the last question counted it out, like they wrote out their counts 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Which I see what you're doing because it is 4 beats long, but it's technically incorrect because it's one whole note that you just hold for the whole time. So you're just going to hold the 1 for 4 beats. Now, looking way back at the beginning here, we have 2 eighth notes on the first beat. So those are going to fall on 1 and, right? And then the next note here, this quarter note falls on beat 2. So we're going to count that as 2. We don't count and of 2 because there's not a note happening on the and of 2. There's a note held over from beat 2, but not on the and. And then here with the half note, that half note falls on beat 3, and then we don't have any new notes for the remainder of the measure. So we're not going to say 3 and 4 and, it's just going to be 3. So can somebody unmute and count the first measure out loud?
1 and 2, 3.
Perfect. Yes, good. And that's how the rhythm counting stuff goes. If we need to do more work on like counting rhythms and stuff like that, I'm more than happy to do a session on it on Wednesday. So feel free to feel free to just sign up for a Wednesday session. And if more than one person needs it, then we will make a rhythm counting session. So I just got a question in the chat about how do we know what key we're in if there aren't any sharps or flats? Because there's a rule for sharp key signatures and there's a rule for flat key signatures, but there is no rule for a key with no sharps or flats in it. That means this is the only key signature that we just have to memorize straight up. What key is this?
C.
Exactly. C major, and actually, hold on, let me stop sharing for a second. The key of C major or A minor, either way, but we're focusing on it as C major for right now. If you were actually to, oh God, this is going to be fun for y'all to watch. Anyway, okay, cool. So if we were going to play the key of C major, it starts on C, which is this key. I only play white keys. Only the white keys, the non-chromatic keys, are involved in the C major scale. There are no flats or sharps. The black keys encompass all of the flats and sharps, right? So the key of C isn't going to have anything in the key signatures because there's no chromatic pitches in the key at all, right? So that's why that key has no key signatures. I mean, if we wanted to get down to like the fundamental nitty gritty about it, the key signatures are the way the key signatures are because some old white dude in the 1400s was like, this is how music works. And now we still do it like that today. But yeah. Huh, interesting. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so now that we've gotten that part out of the way, let's actually, sing this and practice it and do all that business. We're in the key of C, again, I say, so. Do is your starting pitch. Your triad is do, mi, sol, mi, do, sol, do. All right, unmute yourselves and practice out loud for 1 minute.
Do, mi, do,
Do, mi, do, do, mi, do, re, mi, do, so, re, mi, so, la, la, ti, do, 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 so, do, re, do, mi, so, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, do, ti, do,
Oh my gosh.
Good morning. Okay, there will never be a day that I don't do that, I think. I think it's entertaining. Okay, so
I love
a thing that I do want to point out before we sing this example, I heard a lot of I would assume low voice people, your do sounded like the high do sounded just a touch difficult. Let me be clear. That high do, even for basses, is totally approachable. Like our music typically for basses in particular won't go higher than that do. It might go like a note higher, but that's pretty much the highest we'll go because that's a comfortable and safe place for you. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is that you do have to breathe a little deeper, let a little bit more air out, open your mouth and yawn so that your soft palate is lifted. Because there's a huge difference between do and do. The first one, my soft palate was dropped and I was like using my throat to basically like scream that note out, and there was like very little air movement happening. I'm okay with a breathier tone if you are doing that pitch in a healthier way for you. So if you yawn, you'll get do instead of da. Okay, cool. Yeah. So take a deep breath before all those high do's. Don't try to squeeze those out. All right. All right, Kate. Okay. Let's start from the beginning of this example. Do. I'm going to tap the eighth note because there is a ton of movement. All right, so let's give it a go. Ready? And go. Do, mi, do, do. Re, mi, sol, la, sol, do, do, sol, do, re, re, do, mi, breathe. Do. Yee. 1 to 5 in the chat. How'd that feel? That one's probably the hardest one we've done so far, I think.
There is no chat.
Oh, there is private chat. Okay, all right. Also legit, actually, no, there is everybody chat. I forgot I did turn that back on. Nice, okay, cool. If ever you are feeling a 1 or 2 about an example, please do still tell me in the chat. Like legit, like I do want you to tell me, because that way I actually like know what's going on. Y'all know the most difficult thing about this whole online school thing is it's really actually hard to figure out how y'all are feeling, you know? And that's, you know, feely wheely of me, but like I do want to know like how comfortable you are on stuff. Otherwise, how am I supposed to help? How am I supposed to help you? How? I can't do it. Please help me help you. Thank you. Okay, cool. My voice said it's squeaky time. Oh, thanks. Pumpkin cold brew, baby. It's basic girl season. Woo! Anyway, okay, cool. Cool. So we're gonna do hallelujah stuff again. Cool, sound good? Go ahead and take that one out. Crunchy voce. Okay. So just like before, we're going to review the stuff at the beginning, and then we're going to go further along and all that stuff. Here we go. Okay. Your starting pitch, regardless of voice part, is me. There it is. I was just going to try to sing it without actually checking the keyboard, and that would have been a bad idea. Anyway. All right, cool. Let me get the metronome all set up. I dropped my phone. While you're getting your music.
That was pretty great, Miss Skytima.
I do my best. Wait, that's not good. Let's go up to 120. All right. This is your 8th note. How many 8th notes long is the first pitch of this piece, or the first note of this piece?
3.
Yeah, good. Exactly, correct. Okay, cool. Ready? And go. Mi, sol, la, la, sol, mi, sol, la, sol, mi, fa, mi, re. Mi, sol, 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 mi, la, la, mi, sol, 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 mi, sol, la, la, sol, la, sol, sol, fa, sol, sol. Mi, sol, 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 la, ti, sol, do, ti, do, la, ti, do, do, re, re, do, mi, re, do. Mi, sol, la, sol, mi, mi, sol, la, sol, mi, fa, mi, re. Okay, pause. So that's as far as we have gotten. That time I sang the soprano part all the way through and attempted to play the bass part as much as possible. Cool. Do. Okay, so with that in mind, drop your voice part in the chat if you need review. Did you do good? Yeah, get in there. Good, also. Alto, we
I'm
do
so surprised that I did so great
nice. That's exciting.
because, yeah, I thought I was going to mess up or something, but no, I
Oh,
did
good.
great.
That's exciting. Okay, cool. Well, then let's go back. I know the alto part is definitely still kind of funky and the tenor part is still kind of funky. So I did just sing the soprano part. So as a reminder, you have practice tracks in CTLS. If you need me to send it to you, I can totally do that. Just send me a remind message, all right? Okay, but we should be able to get back to soprano one more time, but just in case. On measure 14, how long do the altos hold out do? Okay, so in measure 14, oh, so your first do is going to be 6/8 notes long, and then the second one will be 3/8 notes long. Eventually, when I'm counting, so there will come a time where instead of doing everything by the 8th note, we will do it by the dotted quarter instead, right? So, and actually the piece will probably be a lot faster than this at that point. So instead of going, we're gonna go. Right, okay? So when we get to that point, that do will only be 2 beats long, but for right now, that first do is 6 in measure 14. Okay, so yeah, let's review the alto part alone. Everybody else hang on tight, okay? We're gonna go all the way back to the beginning. I'm gonna keep playing the bass part, but I'm singing the alto part. All right. Ready? And go. Mi, sol, la, 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 sol, mi, do, mi, fa, mi. Oh, sorry, I tried to sing the bass part. That was my bad. Okay, start right at measure. Let's just do it again from the beginning. Ready? And go. Mi, sol, la, 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 sol, mi, do, mi, fa, re, do, ti. Mi, do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Mi, 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 fa, sol, mi, re, mi, la, 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 ti, la, ti, la, la. Do, 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 re, do, ti. Okay, cool. So if you missed that or if you still had issues with it, I need to know specific measure numbers, not just your voice part now. I need to know specific measure numbers. So altos, if you had a problem, please place it in the chat, either privately or publicly, whichever one is fine. Okay, cool. So tenor, we also need to do again. So let's do that one more time for the tenors. Yay. Okay, cool. All right. This time I'm going to play soprano, hopefully. We'll see. All right. Ooh, sweet. Cool, cool, cool. So, all right, ready?
Sit down for it.
Oh yeah, do think. Wonk. Tenors, I am gonna try to sing your part in your octave. We'll see. Me. Crusty. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Me. Never mind, tenors. I'm not trying to die. I'm gonna do it up the octave. Sorry, man. All right, ready? And go. Mi, sol, la, la, do, the sopranos and altos. Sol, sol, mi, la, la, la. Mi, sol, sol, sol. Mi, sol, la, la, la. Tenors. Sol, la, 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 la. Sol, sol, fa, sol, sol. Mi, mi, sol, sol, sol. Mi, la, la, ti, ti, do, 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 re, do, re, re, do, mi, re, do, do. Mi, sol, la, la. La, la, do, ti. Sorry, we just got I'm gonna pause it again for a second. Hold on. Okay.
I can always play one part.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We're doing great. Okay. Cool. So, okay, cool. So I got altos, I got tenors, and so sopranos. I'm gonna ask that if you need help, please do a use the practice track. Slash or sign up for a one-on-one next Wednesday because like I'm available. I'll gladly work the soprano part with you. Okay. So with that in mind, can you text him and see what he needs?
Yep.
Thanks. Okay, we're gonna go on to the next section. Cool. Hey, do you need anything? So very similar, very similarly to the first section. Actually, really, what's happening here at measure 18, it's real similar to measure 6. Okay, the alto part is less doughy, so that's exciting. It's more me doughy instead of just straight doughy the whole time. Cool. So that's how that's gonna work, kind of. So really quick, at measure 18, could a soprano unmute and tell me what your solfege is? Your starting solfege.
So.
It is sol. Yep, good. On the word maybe, it's sol. Altos, could y'all unmute? Tell me what your solfege is.
Me.
Me. All right, good. Tenors, what about y'all? Oh. That hunting farm Wi-Fi, it's a struggle out there. I feel you. It's okay. All right. Okay, tenors, what's your starting solfege there?
Do.
No, and basses, what about you?
Do.
None of us are surprised. Okay, so let's go ahead and write in solfege at least 18, 19, 20, and 21. We're going to work in really small sections. You have a minute to write in that solfege and go. If you need help, please ask questions in the chats. Okay, cool.
Can you not give me a heart attack with that little radar? That scared me so bad.
That's the only alarm that wakes me up in the morning, dog. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, cool. So, the alto started on me there. So just to like make sure everybody's clear, I'm going to just speak the alto solfege in rhythm right now so that y'all can kind of like speed put it in there. So starting at measure 18 for altos, you get me, 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 Do, mi, mi, mi. Do, mi, mi, mi. Do, mi, 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 mi. Mi, fa, 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 fa. Re, 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 mi, fa, mi, re. So just one thing that I want to remind y'all of, when two notes are tied together, we're not necessarily going to have to re-articulate that pitch, like we won't re-articulate that pitch, right? So for example, on the alto part right here, on the word new, of Nuya, the altos have a mi tied to a mi right here, right? Are we going to go mi, mi, fa, mi? No. We're going to go mi, fa, mi. The length of time that we're singing mi is the same both ways. We're just not going to re-articulate the second one because it's not a new word. It's tied together. Cool. Good. Does any other part need assistance with their solfege or no? If you need it, please drop it in the chat. Megan, can you try that again? I think you just sent like an apostrophe. I don't know what that is. Or it might have been a mistake. Who knows? Okay, if not, we're gonna... Okay, cool. Gotcha. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and start putting that on pitch, right? So, cool. Can you play the starting pitches for everybody in 18? Sopranos, sol, altos, mi, tenors, do, basses, low, do, down there. I can't sing that. Do, okay? I'm gonna give you about a minute to practice this section out loud on pitch. Please unmute yourselves and go ahead and start practicing out loud. Go. Sol, sol, Hold on. Whoa, Nelly. I want to point something out. Basses, I do feel, oh gosh. I feel like, oh, mute. Okay. Oh, I muted everybody and it's still happening. What? Oh, got it. It's just super lag. It's
Why
fine.
does that sound like a broken spring?
Okay. No, it's like very accurate, so I'm not mad. Anyway, okay, cool.
Is that like a lag or something?
It's fine. Shh. Thank you. Okay, cool. So real quick, I'm gonna give you more time to practice because that was not a lot of time. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna need to do that. So anyway, basses. I hear a bass that's going do, like way too low. Okay, it's not that low. All right. Here's your starting pitch. Do. It should not be in a place that's uncomfortable. I'm not asking for that one. There is one, maybe two children in this program who have ever sung that note. Okay, this is not the one we're looking for. We're looking for this one. Do. Okay, basses, make sure that you're not trying to sing the Jaws theme notes. We're up here. Do. It's low, but it's not like. Okay, cool. That was weird. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna let y'all unmute
If that's
yourselves.
the bass note, then what's the tenor note?
I'm singing the tenor note. I can't sing the bass note.
Oh, okay. I'm singing along with you, so I'm good.
Miss Gaima?
Yep.
I have one more question. So for the alto sight reading, You've probably gone over it. But the third line in measure 18, where it has those arrows, or the lines going up to on me.
I will
at
go over
I've
that when it, hold on, I'll go over that when it becomes like a thing that we need to discuss. For right now, we're just gonna keep it normal, all right? Don't worry about any extra markings. Keep it pretty tame. Okay, now go ahead and unmute yourselves again. You have another 40 seconds to practice that line. If you wanna keep going on, you're more than welcome to, okay? So, mi, do, do.
Do 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 la la. Do 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 la la la. Do do la la la. Fa 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 fa. Oh, oh, do, 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 do.
Okay, cool. So I'm still
I told you.
I did. I muted. It's
This is stressing me out.
It goes on forever.
Beautiful.
if any of you unmute yourselves, unworried. Okay, so I'm going to review every single part pretty quickly right now, and then we're going to do our very brief fun Friday activity. Is the starting pitch for sopranos? Play again for me. So sopranos, make sure that you are matching pitch with me, okay? Sometimes when you're practicing, it's very easy to get out of tune from yourself. That's why I ask y'all to unmute during practice time so that you can hear other people singing in the key, right? So don't just ignore everybody else when you're unmuted. When you're unmuted, try to like listen for like the key that everybody else is kind of staying in, right? To be clear, most of you aren't going to recognize each other's voices, so it's kind of nice because you like don't know who it is, but you're like, oh, okay, cool, they sound good, and just yeet on. Anyway, cool. One more soul, please. Sorry. All right, sopranis, we're gonna review your stuff real quick. And I'm only gonna do each voice part once. I'm only doing it once. Cool? Here we go. This is your eighth note at measure 18. So, ready? And go. So, mi, la, la, mi, so, mi, so, la, so, la, so, fa, so, off. If that gave you struggle, use the practice tracks, okay? They're in CTLS. All right, measure 18 again for the altos this time. Mi, ready? And go. Mi, do, mi, do, do, mi, fa, re, mi, fa, mi, re. All right. Altos, your part there is actually probably trickier than the sopranos. So just because all of the bops between mi and do, use the practice tracks. Okay, tenors. Do. I'm going to sing in your octave because I actually can this time. Here we go. Ready? And go. Do, 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 sol, do, do, do. La, do, do, do. Sol, do, 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 do. Do, do, fa, mi, re, do. Ti, 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 do, ti. That do to fa jump is a little funky, but it's like probably my favorite of that line out of like all the parts. Do, fa, mi, re, do. It's kind of nice. All right, bass is your turn. This I'm doing up the octave because I'm not trying to die. All right, do. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, cool. Ready? And go. Do, 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 la, la, la. La, do, do, do. Do, do, la, la, la. La, fa, 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 fa. So, 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 do. So, off. Okay. That's all we have time for on that today. So at least you kind of have a sense of what it do sound like. Also, reminder, I messed up yesterday and I waited too late to upload videos. That was my bad. But today I should have y'all's videos uploaded by the end of the school day so that y'all can practice with the class time video if it helps you, right? If you don't want to use the practice tracks, then you can just go on YouTube and scroll over to where we're rehearsing this piece and you can review along with us, like the same way you were in class. No, there is not a recording today. I decided that we didn't need to do it yet, but we will definitely be recording like very soon. So just keep that in mind. By the way, as a reminder, I need everybody's eyes real quick because this is extremely important. I'm looking for all of you. I see some of
Move our eyes to the front of the screen.
I need visible eyeballs. Okay. Vocaroo.com is not an app. It is a website that is separate from your phone. You can do it on your computer, right? Have I made that clear? Okay, so what you do when you are trying to record using your computer and also be on Zoom using your computer is you open a new tab in your internet browser and you type vocaroo.com and you do your recording that way. Then you can copy the link to your recording and send it to me, or you can download the MP3 of the recording and send me the downloaded MP3. Either way works. I just want to make that abundantly clear because I got somebody yesterday thinking that Vocaroo was an app on your phone and it was like a whole thing. So no tea, no shade. Just I want to make sure I've been abundantly clear. Okay? If you have any questions about recordings, email me. If you send me a recording question in the chat, I will respond to you by telling you to email me. Okay? Because I don't have, like, the chats are for like class time questions, not for outside of class time questions. But Remind is for outside of class time questions as well. You can use Remind and also email. Great. Okay, cool. Dope. Okay, so I'm going to change the view here and I'll actually go ahead and stop recording because there's